If you want to make beats for Young Thug or Gunna, then you need to know some things and you need to stop making certain mistakes. The first thing you need to know is, yo Agwan, hope you're having a great day. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a beat for Young Thug or Gunna, or even Lil Key can probably get on this, to be honest. Now, question of the day is, what is your favorite VST that you're using right now? Let me know in the comment section down below. Now, this is a beat that I've made earlier. I'm going to walk you through it, show you how it was created, and basically break it down for you so that you can understand how you can create something like this yourself. Before we get into the breakdown, I'm going to quickly show you what the beat sounds like so you know if you even want to make a beat like this. And let me turn off, I might not have to turn off Ozone 9, but let's do it anyways, just in case, because I just know it's going to glitch up regardless. And let's play this back to you when this saves, and then we'll get into the breakdown, okay? Coming up.
This is called Raid Cooking.
Okay, so that's the playback. Now let's get into, how the melodies were created, then we'll get into the drums. You know what this is. If you watched one of my other beat breakdown videos, you know how this goes. So I'm gonna go to pattern, we're gonna bring up the channel rack, and we're gonna go to pattern 1, which basically has everything in it. Then we are going to copy this main ample guitar to our main FL keys. We'll turn off the synth bass for now, and this is our main guitar melody. So the way I created this is I just led up to our chord with the notes in the chord. So this is the root note, this is the third note, this is 1 3 5 if you don't know about chords. So I went 1 3 chord, then I had the middle note again, and then we've got another chord, and then we're working our way down, and then we go 1 3 chord, middle note, same thing over there. Very, very simple 2-bar melody. This is 1 bar really, but very, very simple. And then we change it up at the end over here, where instead of going down all the way, we go down a little bit, come right back and go down like that. So let's play this back in FL keys. And having something repetitive that doesn't change too much, but does change up over here in the, this is actually the 4th bar because, double time, does change up in the 4th bar, keeps it interesting, but also keeps it really, really catchy. So keep that in mind. And this is the main melody that we've used for everything. So we've used it for the verse bells, we've used it for the chorus guitar. Let's play this stuff back. So this is the chorus guitar. Then verse bells. exactly the same. Let's see what analog keys are doing. I think that's exactly the same as well. Yeah, it's exactly the same. But what analog keys is doing is it's adding a whole lot of mid end or mid range, so that the when it's paired with the verse bells, it just sounds fuller. That's why I like to use these two together. This instrument for the verse bells that I use is called KDPR pluckable, something like that in Omnisphere. But this is what it sounds like together. But honestly, all these presets are going to sound very, very different at the box of Omnisphere, because unless you run it through my mixing template that I'm using, this is my guitar trap beat mixing template, you're not going to have the same settings in it. Like, I've got all my EQs and everything set up to make everything sound beautiful. So if you want to grab that, go to jcarteray.com/guitar trap FL. It's going to have your beat half mix before you even get to the mixing stage. It's going to save you a lot of time and have your beats just sounding better, way easier. Next, we've got the chord up, which is the exact same melody, but I'm using the Astral Visions 1 up, the same up I use all the time. And this is what that sounds like. We've got it at a lower octave, and then in the chorus, we got it at a higher octave. So let's play it in the lower octave. And then if we hear it in its higher octave, this is what it sounds like. Oh, let's turn that off. So that's that. And then we have the chord pad, which is actually a new melody, because from the melody that we've got, what I did is I just turned that into chords. So this is what we've got out of that. It's just basic chords, DFA, GBD, and then GBD. Did I change this? C, E, G, I guess. Is that the original chord that was in the main melody? Let me quickly go back, because I don't think that was. I think I just added that because it just sounded good. No, that is the chord. My bad. I didn't realize this was, yeah, this is an actual different chord. So these aren't the exact same chord. The first one is G, then we got D, then we got G again, and then we got C. That's how that works. My bad. So yeah, we just followed those chords really, really easily. Just created those chords with bass notes underneath, and then this is what we got. And pretty much everything has RC20 on it. I use that on all my melodies. I'll leave a link down below. Go to jcarteray.com/RC20 to grab RC20 for yourself. I highly recommend it. Like, I can't recommend it enough. As I said, I use it for all my melodies. So those are all the melodies done. Very, very simple. We only got 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 melodies. And most of those are coming from the same melody MIDI. So look at all of these look very, very similar, don't they? Exactly, because they're all the same one. Next, we got the drums. So let's turn all this back on, and we're not going to go through the snares and stuff, because you know where that's hitting on the third bar like that. Actually, if we don't turn everything on, then it'll be easier to kind of show you what's going on with the drums than going into the individual things, because then you can see it in context with all the other drums. So claps always on the third, or snares on the third. I don't use claps anymore. Hi-hats, this is the hi-hat roll. Let me solo this in my mixer so you can hear the hi-hats by itself. Very simple. So I've got some small rolls here. I believe this is in maybe 4th beat, something like that. But I've got like a bunch of this would be 4th beat, and then this is probably that's probably 4th step more, or 6th step. Yeah, that's 6th step. So we've got 8th. Is it 4th beat? Yeah, these are like 4th beat, just real quick. Da da da. And then these are my little rolls in 1/6 beat. Not doing too much at all, just basically leading into those claps. Just doing a little bit in between to let you know that the clap is coming. Okay, not too complicated. Then we've got this snare, which just leads you from the clap to the snare like so. And then the perk, which you just heard, is these ones down here. This is the open hat actually, but these are the perks. And then we've got one more perk that hits like right at the end of the first loop basically. Just for a little bit of variation. And then let's bring the open hat in so you hear that. And don't need to go over that very much. The open hat is basically just here to lead you into that clap and to make that clap sound more epic than it actually is. That's what I use my open hat for in this particular beat anyways. So those are most of the drums, but then we got the 808, which is here, and our 808 pattern is pretty simple. Usually I don't do this. Like this is not something that I'd usually do, like do a straight up hit right there. But it just felt good for this particular beat, especially because I was, as I showed you, I led into the chord like so. So I just tested that with the same rhythm and it worked out. And then we've got, a hit down here, like this is a normal place to hit. And then this is like on the second bar, normal place to hit with 3 in between, 3 in between. Continue. Little switch up over here. And then it seems like it's exactly the same on the second half. I didn't really go super ham with this 808, but let's play it back. Very, very simple. And then the kick is the exact same thing. It's just hitting with the 808. So and then all together with, I guess we'll do it without the melodies first, so you can kind of hear what's generally going on with the drums. This is what it sounds like. And then if we bring everything in, this is what it sounds like. But forgot to tell you about the synth bass, of course. Oh yeah, and these uplifters, I use the basic riser from the Cody and the crash dropper from the Cody as well. He dropped a drum kit called the Reddit drum kit or something like that, which is like really, really good. Like I suggest you, well, in terms of just getting this uplifter and this crash, like those I'm using in every beat now because it just sounds epic every time. Now let's get into the synth bass real quick. And let's make sure this is actually turned on. Basically, the synth bass, let's also go to the synth bass pattern. Okay, cool. I'm just following the bass notes, but I'm adding like a little movement. Usually I don't add movement like this, but I was just experimenting and it sounded pretty good to me, so I kept it. Very, very simple, but I feel like it sounds very cool. Let's play it with the rest of the beat.
This is called Ray Cooking.
And that's that. That's how you make a beat for Gunna, Young Thug in FL Studio 20. That's how you make a easy melodic guitar trap type beat. If you want to learn more about how to make your own beat from scratch and you want a step-by-step process, join my free course that will show you my 9-step easy trap beat making formula. Link down below. Go to jcarterray.com/free trap course. That's going to help you out a lot. It's going to take you from the beginning of, you know, coming up with your melodies, picking a key, all that sort of stuff, all the way to the end, mastering your beat. Very, very important. Make sure you join that before it goes away. It's absolutely free, so you're not losing anything. If you got any questions or any other tutorials you want me to make, please let me know in the comment section down below. And in the next video, you'll learn more about music, online business, and online marketing. I'll see you there. Peace out.